Welcome everybody back for some more Timberborn on the channel. In the last episode we expanded the base a very long way. These guys can reach just a little bit into this area down here, but I am going to have to go ahead and build some more lumberjackers. Just two. I don't actually know how to get this thing off my screen, but who knows? Maybe it's in the controls. Oh. No. Controls. Keybinds. It would be flip object, skip deletion, pause, increase. Toggle guidelines, shift X. That's actually really helpful, to be fair, sometimes, but right, we've also got 8 spare beavers. Some of them can actually go into here, which is fine. It's actually drawing power. Someone else can go in here, which leaves us with, let's actually get some more gears and go more planks. Do have a lot of planks, to be fair, but gears are the things that are lacking. Just demolish this real quick and put in 2 bigger ones. Both to store gears, of course. So the next thing we need to actually think about is the metal production. So we can unlock the metal smelters, which can obviously go back here, and we can unlock the... oh, we can't quite yet unlock that. Obviously these guys are going to come from here, go like that, and then the storage things here. This will have the raw stuff, and this will have the real stuff, so that's that built into place. Now we just need to create the science required for the people to collect stuff. Now this is where the ability to have the zip lines would be really useful, because I could just zip line from here to here to here. It'd be really nice to have. I don't actually know why these guys are going so far. That makes that a little bit more efficient, doesn't it? You can just see the efficiency go up. But yeah, it's night time now, so they're not going to be doing anything, but water and stuff looks good. So for the big water storage, I think this needs metal, yes. So in the morning, I think it's time we go ahead and unlock this at some point soon. What's this? Bad tide? Yes. So last episode we did this section here where we can have normal water coming through this way and the bad tide going that way. Now we're going to run into a problem now where we actually have an issue, which is, I don't know, it's kind of annoying but not at the same time. We're basically going to run into a problem where we have I'm going to say too many beavers, but whatever. Basically too much to do and not really enough time to do anything. So I'm going to start building this dam production here. So we're going to start running out of water at some point. But the bad tides are something that we can't really control. So we will have to demolition all this at some point as well. But for first things first, we need to get this done. So we need to, I think this is more important than the metal blocks right now. So to unlock the tier 3 ones we need 500 science, which is going to be crazy to get. What can we do in the meantime? Everything's sort of building at the moment, so let's get over this built, and then I'll see you at the beginning of the bad tide to see what I mean by this being really important. Okay guys, so the bad tide has just begun. I've paused it right now as it's coming down here. If I leave these open, the bad tide will come straight through into here. So I'm going to put these up, put these down. Obviously they won't do anything until I press play. So all of the bad water will hopefully go that way. A little bit might flood into this area, but hopefully not. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it'll flood a little bit. But for the most part, it will go all down there. This shouldn't really affect the beavers too much, if I'm honest with you. This might, though. I don't know if it's going to affect them. They might turn into zombie beavers. We need to pause these anyway, so it's not too bad. They shouldn't be pumping during the bad tide. But most of the bad water is going to come straight down here, straight this way, and go off the map over here. So I'm not too worried about that in the slightest. It's just that it's affected this area just a little bit. It's kind of annoying, but not really much we could do about it. Really? I don't know. But I'll meet you guys back when we have the 750 odd science. But bad tide's now ended. But we need to wait until all the water comes down. Then we can go ahead and put this up and this down. Again, it will flood momentarily. But now all the water should start flowing this way. And these start going really fast and stuff again. And now we have pure power. First bad tide is really not that bad, but they definitely get worse over time. And the water storage situation gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse as well. The good thing about having the system up here is we can demolish into this side as well. Put some stuff there. And that will allow us... Oh, there's a little mine. Oh, that's cool. How do I get in there? Okay, that's cool. There's a little mine in there. That is cool. And there's stuff in there. Like behind the waterfall. That's cool. I've never even knew that was even a thing that you could do. We're also running into an issue now that we still don't have enough beavers. Food and water's all good, it's just we need more beavers. So, I guess you can see where that means. More housing. Which means more shrubs. More of that stuff as well. Which is good. Shrubs are in here. The other thing that we can do is we can put roofs, like, on the floor. Like this. And that increases their... They just like having the roofs around. Kind of weird, but, you know, makes sense to beavers, I guess. But I'll see you guys when we can start with the project over here. And so a short while later, we have the 500 science that is required for the triple floodgates right now. Obviously we're going into a drought now, so it's not really ideal because I can't really show you what it's going to do. But I suppose it's also okay because it means they're not going to be fighting with water. So you've got these little things here, which is a directional automated water discharge, which offers... Okay, cool. So I think this is just so when the water's a certain level it will do it. But what we want is these. Right there. To go in there. Shouldn't take too long for the beavers to actually go ahead and get them built. And then we can then look at getting this 250 science. Which shouldn't take too long, to be fair. We've also got 12 spare beavers, so I was thinking about... I kind of blocked off this whole area back here. Well, not quite, not quite. So we can go ahead and put in a builder's hut. Costs 100 science, but it's going to be worth it in the long run, so it's worth doing. Get our construction site up. Let's demolish this because there's no trees around anymore. 268 logs, so plenty of trees to go around. These are on the max priority list up here, hopefully. And these guys need planks and logs. So, yeah. Hopefully we got enough for that. So there's plenty of stuff going on around. I think I might start the process of taking this all out. Because we don't actually need any of these here anymore. And then we can put in the platforms here for the forester that's going to go right here. And then all of this can be either a half birch, half pine forest, which would be good. Again, not too worried about anything else with that, except the fact that we're going to have no logs. And then, because this was built first, and not prioritizing this thing, which they should now do. Yeah, there we go. That's that done. So that's now 8 builder beavers. That's now going to be going up here and working on this construction project here. Now that the water's gone, we can actually see this and see into here as well. This is really cool, going into here. But plenty of food, plenty of water. Not too worried about the water during this massive drought period. It would just be nice to have some storage in here. And then obviously we can demolish all this out as well to get even more water storage in the future. Let's actually get them to prioritize some of this as well. Shouldn't really take them too much off task. Fair. Everything else is running pretty smoothly. Plenty of logs, plenty of planks. It's just this is their main priority, and then this, then that. So exactly what I want them to do. So what I'll do is I'll see you guys back when the everything's done, and I will actually go ahead and prepare this area over here right now, so that when I get back we can start having some beavers working over here collecting the scrap metal. But I'll see you guys when everything is done. So once again, it's been a little while. All of the trees and stuff built. The big dam here is built as well, leaving us with quite a lot of storage up here. Now if I put these up to 3, you can see it floods, so not so good. But just underneath that will allow us to store a lot of water. 2.75 is probably about where you want to be. And that will allow us to store basically all this water here, and eventually all of this water here, once we get some dynamite going and some paper mills and that sort of stuff, which is kind of what I want to work towards now, over in the little industrial area we have over here. So paper mill is 250 science, which is fine. Probably want 2 of these. Like, realistically, and that's plenty to go in this little more on here. And we can fill these up with paper. So they'll get built up over time. I actually got no builders working at the moment. And I've just upgraded all their houses to be the 3-tier ones. So basically all of them have a little bit of a space in them. Some of them actually have babies and kids and stuff right now in them. But the water situation is the thing that I'm most worried about right now. Because we can store like 1,000 water, but they're just not storing it or collecting it fast enough. Which is kind of my fault, but not at the same time. I basically have... Well, I've got loads of gears and stuff, so I don't really need all these working. Then we can open this back up. Just leaves 2 buildings without people. That's fine, I don't really need that one either. And then we'll probably drop it in here. And probably drop it in here. So all the jobs are covered. We're still making a bunch of stuff anyway. In fact, I don't really need these ones here either. They're just sort of sitting there doing nothing at the moment. But we don't really need gears or anything at the moment, so I'm not too worried about that. The thing we needed was these guys over here to collect all of these scrap metal bits to go into these. So quickly going to pause these buildings, so these actually won't get built yet. So many berries right here. I got rid of this berry bit here as well. Everything seems to be going okay right now. It's just this is a long, long way away. So we got the haulers are working over there, coming from this station, going all the way over there, which is good. And then we got 40 wood now, so let's actually build one of these. Alright, it literally just turned nighttime when they come out of their work period. That's crazy inconvenient. That needs 5. This needs 20. Ooh, actually, just unpause both of them. And then what we'll do is we'll pause 2 of these guys. And 2 of these guys. 3 of those guys. And then we will pause you. Delete you because you're actually not required anymore. It's good. And then these guys are building. I think they've got plenty of power as well. So they will start making the metal blocks. And then we can look at building the zip lines. It's going to be fun. So I think my first zipline stations are going to go in... I don't know actually, because I kind of blocked them off. One there. One here. And one here. And then we don't have enough science for these. Zipline pylon. Zipline. So this is the actual zipline beam. Horizontal beam bearing the zipline. tower bearing zipline cables between stations. But then... Okay. So they're going to get built in over time. Not really worried about how long it takes for them to get built, as they're not really important right now. I would really like to get the... Not sure about the zipline pylons and stuff, but that should be able to get to there pretty quick, and we should see some beavers using them eventually. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for this one here and this one here to be built, and then we'll have a look at what they are like. Okay everybody, so a little while later we got this zip line in, and as you can see the beavers are using it a little bit more than the thing. But the reason why we put this here is so that they can get off a little bit easier. So we need to actually now unlock the pylon. So I think we could put that here. Not too sure if this will... connect, so now we need this to be built. It's kind of expensive to build, but not too bad, to be honest with you. And they do look really cool, to be fair. And they are being used a lot. See, that's going to get built. It'll just make going over here really, really, really efficient, to be fair. We have a zombified beaver as well. It's not good. Can't really afford the curing of him. I don't think you can cure them, can you? Used to be able to. Right, so that's now built. So all the beavers can go into here, and then they're going home for the night. It goes in there, all the way along the zip line to here. Oh, that's cool. And they come straight out of their homes and do that. Okay, that's cool. And then all this is relatively green now because it doesn't take long for them to get there at all. Okay, that's cool. And it also doesn't take that much space up. I think the zip line is definitely better than the tubes, because I think the tubes have to go on the ground. So the only thing that needs to be done now is... Okay, we don't need to do anything else actually. It's actually really good. It's cool. I don't think we can run power lines or anything through that, but it's not really the end of the world. Right, let's get these built down here as well. Got paper mills. Let's build 2 more houses as well. See, we need to... Oh, that's it. Yeah, I'm not really worried about materials and stuff at the moment, as I've just got loads of materials. Anyway, like 400 and stuff, and most of the stuff is just paws anyway. We just need more beavers and stuff, but this is going to make transporting stuff a lot easier. Because they just zoom over here on them to get to work, and all of the, you know, the haulers that are collecting it just go zoom onto this and go back. And the only thing that would make it any more efficient is if the things came down to here. Okay, so there's one more thing that we need to do, but we need a lot of science for it, and that's this underground pile, which is going to be able to store logs and stuff underground. Which I think they store 1,000. Yeah. Alright, so let's actually prioritize the walkway. And let's get the beavers up here. Because then they can have the rooftops. And then let's build some of those as well. Get rid of that. Put a rooftop up there. Oof. Actually, that's fine. Because we can build a platform right there. Kind of ugly, but necessary. And we can... Oh, no, we can't. And we can, but it's going to be ugly. Build up here. We can do half. And then we can build 2 more houses. Here and here. So, Beaver's going to be happy as well because they got these things here. There's one zombie guy. Don't really know how to... A couple of injured beavers as well, but we got injured beaver bits in there. Let's just waiting for this to be built. Lovely. So there's a bunch of rooftop gardens. We got even taller houses on top of these. Well, absolutely loads of housing for beavers and stuff. These just need scrap metal, and there just isn't any right now, it would seem. But I kind of want to put a zipline station in here somewhere. So they come straight out of the houses and straight up here and straight to work. It's just finding stuff for them to do over here, which would be cool. Obviously when the mine comes in, I'm going to put all the bot factories here. And then, I'm not really sure how many want to get power. I think we just want to put a lot of water wheels here. Because I think there's bigger versions of the water wheels for the folk tails. Definitely better wind turbines. No, it's not. It's just the windmills that they get a good thing of. I'm not sure if height really works as either. So, right, let's actually start doing that. So along here, we're going to build the big tower of stuff. I'm trying to think about how to get the beavers up there. So it's going to be about... So each one is 1, 2, 3... And then 1, 2, 3... So 10, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So probably 6 gravity batteries, and they're going to go about that high. And then to get the beavers up here, I'm going to have to do sort of this kind of structure. 2, then 2, then 1, then 1. And that will allow them to... Okay, not quite. This needs to be... Oh, God. So this needs to be 1. Oh, this is confusing. So, right. 1 and 1 then doesn't go. So that needs a singular. And that needs a double, and then that needs a single. Okay, so that now allows us to get up there. Let's build that. And then, obviously I want to be able to maintain it, even though it doesn't really need maintenance. So, that will get built up over time. Got 5 beavers. These need a lot of planks, so let's whack the planks production up. I'm actually going to put another station in. Ooh. That's got too many connections, so that only can have one connection. And this is going to be too far. Okay, that's close enough. So let's build that faster than everything else. Now go ding ding, you know, all the way around. And then, yeah. But anyway, guys, I think that's where I'm going to leave today's episode here. A lot of thinking needs to be done. This is going to get built between episodes, and then you can sort of give an idea of what that is going to be like. The gravity batteries are like 400 science, so let's get that as well. And then I need the large windmills to connect to that, and I'm going to put them in this area here. It's going to be like a little wind farm, which would be quite cool. So power should be sorted. Should have plenty of power for droughts. It's just going to be connecting the power up to the main system, which is going to be easy as well. It's just going to be as simple as bringing these all the way down to here, and you know, building them like that. But that's going to be built in between episodes, so you guys won't have to worry about that. But I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time for some more Timberborn on the channel. I need to get a good angle for the thumbnail. So I hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys next time.